recording right now.
Oh, nice. Here we go.
All right, yep, we're good to go. You can start whenever you're ready.
All right, so first of all, I want to introduce myself. My name is actually Sergeant Valenzuela. I'm the recruiter for Hayward, so I'm pretty much in charge of Castro Valley, San Leandro, and all the other high schools in this area. The first thing I want to ask is, how are you guys doing today? Is everyone doing good? Good. All right, cool. So quick plans. Who here thinks that the Marine Corps is a career path, and once you choose it, it's something that you have to do for the rest of your life? Cool, nobody? Who here thinks that the Marine Corps is actually here to help your plans and the career goals that you guys have? One of these enthusiasts, yeah. So the biggest thing I want to emphasize about this talk is that the Marine Corps isn't here to change your guys' plans or here to change your guys' goals. It's really here to help improve your guys' plans, push you guys forward, and make you a lot more competitive when it comes to everybody else. Things I really want to talk about today is just basically some of the basics of boot camp and some of the basic career goals and some of the careers that you can have while you're enlisted inside the Marine Corps. So right here is the basic boot camp. Boot camp is about 13 weeks, so about 3 months long. There's this schedule right here pretty much goes over everything you'll be doing for every single day of camp. It's really organized. It's really set in place to where you guys know exactly what you guys are doing. Some of the basic things you guys go over in boot camp is close order drill, introduction to Marine Corps programs, some swim qualifications, basic conditioning when it comes to your physical fitness, a lot of academics, marksmanship, field training, the crucible, which I'll get to later on, uniform inspections, and then guided leadership discussions. The reason why I want to put this out there and very in front is because usually I have a lot of questions about boot camp. I'm going to ask you guys to keep all your questions towards the end. I'll answer anything at the end. But yes, this is the basics of boot camp, and this is the introduction into your guys' Marine Corps career. After boot camp, you guys do go to what's called Marine Corps combat training. It's only a month long. Everyone has to do it. Every Marine has to do it. It's just 30 days of learning basic infantry contacts. You get more field training and time. You get more leadership classes and training. During this time, you actually do get weekends off, so you actually get to go out on your Fridays and Sundays and do pretty much whatever you guys want. Basic fundamentals and like physical fitness, dieting, and general health and post-recovery. So for the ones in the class who are looking to go into like physical therapy, physical fitness, the ones who want to go into sports medicine, the Marine Corps is a great way to introduce you guys into when it comes to dieting and getting your guys' physical fitness in shape and physical fitness classes and just general, knowledge about physical fitness and the way the body works. So for careers, so there's over 35 fields in the Marine Corps, so that makes it to over 300 different jobs. Out of all the branches, out of the Army, the Navy, Coast Guard, Air Force, the Marine Corps is the branch with the most jobs. So it doesn't matter what you guys are looking forward to or what you guys are looking into when it comes to your guys' career, because the Marine Corps has a job that is somewhat similar to it. So the ones who want to work office jobs, we have office jobs. For the ones who want to be more hands-on and be infantry, we have those options as well. The range of amount of jobs that the Marine Corps has is actually very wide. So pretty much whatever you want to do later on in the future, we have a job like it. So you can actually get the experience and the training in it in the Marine Corps before you actually go out and try to get like a college degree in it, or you try to go and pursue it out in the civilian. Instead, some of the basics like infantry, air traffic control, military police, engineering, accounting when it comes to the office jobs. Formal schooling. So when it comes to any job and career field inside the Marine Corps, what we do is we make sure you guys are well informed, you guys get trained in it. So we actually get you guys the best schooling from the most certified instructors right out of high school and going to your Marine Corps career. You get taught by the best individuals out there. How to do experience, something you want to call it hands-on experience with the field you guys want to go into. A little bit of that on-job training I was talking about. And now the big split I want to talk about also is the difference between active duty and the reserves. So if you guys are looking at the screen right now, on the left-hand side is a Marine named Tapia. Tapia actually went to your guys' school last year. Tapia decided to go the active duty route, so he's going to be living the Marine Corps experience 24/7 for the next 4 years. On the right-hand side, you have Daniel Anilau. He's actually from your guys' school too, and he graduated last year as well, and he's going the reserves route. Now, the reserves is more of a part-time Marine Corps job. So you still go to boot camp, schooling to a job you already have set back here at home. So Tappy on the left-hand side is doing the Marine Corps experience 24/7, while Anila on the right-hand side is doing. So if your biggest thing is you want to get your education, your college done with, you can still be in the Marines, you can still join the Marine Corps, but you're doing it more part-time instead of full-time. The first one to talk about is Tapia, which is going active. So his for the next 4 years. That's called active duty. So active duty, you still go to boot camp, still go to combat training, you still go to job schooling, but afterwards you actually get sent and you get stationed on a base. There's bases all around the world. We have some here in California, we have some in North Carolina, we have some overseas in Japan and Hawaii. It's kind of based on the needs of the Marine Corps and where we need you. Pretty much every day you're going to be doing your job in the Marine Corps for your whole entire 3 or 4 years. During that time, you're still getting the hands-on experience, you're still doing the job, you're going out to the field, you're actually practicing your craft and doing what you need to do to be successful in that job. There's additional training that goes along with it, depending on how long you've been, which is not true. If you are an active duty Marine, on the right-hand side is like the schedule of what your average everyday work schedule would be. So from like 06 to 08, make sure we get up in the morning, get our little workouts in and do our physical fitness. From 8:30 to 12, you start, the work day, whatever job you're doing. So if you're like an accounting or if you're doing an office job in the Marine Corps, that's pretty much what you're doing from 8:30 to 12. About 12:13, everyone goes to lunch. We have a little time to relax a little bit. From 13 to 16, you're going back to work, finishing your work day. And after 1600, which is 4 p.m. for you guys, you pretty much get let off work. Same way that work plays out here. After that, you can pretty much go out and do what you want. As long as you show up the next morning to PT again, you're good. A lot of times people think that you're doing the full Marine Corps experience, like you're gonna be nonstop doing this 24/7. It's not the case. You actually do get time off work. You get called Liberty, and you pretty much can go and do what you guys want as long as you show up the next day to work. Weekends we have off too, so Saturdays and Sundays for active duty Marines, you don't have to work. You literally just chill out in your barracks room or you chill out on base and you pretty much do what you want. The big emphasis is that if you are joining the Marine Corps, you're not doing this stuff 24/7 for 7 days a week. You do get time off, you do get weekends, you do get federal holidays. It's like working a job back here, but you're doing your Marine Corps job. You're being a Marine the whole time. The pay and benefits when it comes to being an active duty Marine. You're guaranteed to have work and you're guaranteed a steady income. You always get paid on the 1st and the 15th of each and every single month. Even when COVID was going on, everyone was losing their jobs and everyone was staying inside, I still got paid the 1st and the 15th. Military is always the first ones to get paid when it comes to any pandemic or anything going on with the economy. So we always get paid the 1st and the 15th. That steady income makes it to where you guys can budget your money, but also you guys can go out and explore and see exactly if you guys want to invest, if you guys want to start going into stocks or Bitcoin. The steady income that the Marine Corps gives you really does help you out because you can figure out what you want to do with your money and how to use it wisely. Regular pay raise and promotion. So if you stay in the Marine Corps, you are guaranteed to get promoted. You are guaranteed a pay raise with your promotion. So don't think that when you join the Marine Corps in the very beginning, you're getting paid a set amount of money and you're going to have that for the next 4 years. Once you join the Marine Corps after about a year, after 2 years, after 3 years, each and every year that you hit, you will get a pay raise and you will see a promotion. Free housing or housing allowance. So at the end of the day, when it comes to active duty, you don't have to pay for your housing. You don't have to pay rent. You don't have to pay for an apartment. The Marine Corps provides that for you. It's either you live on base in what we call barracks, which is just like a giant hotel everyone stays at, or they'll actually give you an allowance to live off base where you can go rent out your own apartment. For here in the Bay Area, I actually get paid $3,300 a month just to live out here. And the money that I use on my rent, if there's anything extra, I actually get to keep it. So I pay for an apartment right now for about $2,000. I get paid $3,300. So the extra $1,300 that I do get paid for the Marine Corps for my housing, I get to keep for myself. You earn 30 days paid vacation per year. And these paid vacations, you can pretty much take it whatever time you want during the year. So if it's hitting around, let's say, Christmas time or beginning of the new year, you can actually take your 30 days after you got that many days, and you can just take it off. And the whole time that you're taking your vacation days, you actually get paid at the same time. So for the federal holidays, we do have off. So from 37 to 40 days out of the year, you already have it off for free because the Marine Corps identifies federal holidays as a very important day. And so you don't have to go to work that day. I've accumulated the time. So if you count every Saturday and Sunday and all the federal holidays in the Marine Corps, you could possibly only work in 260 days out of the year, which is a lot better than out here. Because I don't know what job where you can get, what was it, about 100 to 90 to 100 days off and you still get paid during that time. Free medical and dental. You don't have to pay for any of your medical bills. You don't have to pay for dental bills. You don't have to pay for life insurance. As an active duty Marine, the only thing you really have to worry about is just the extra stuff that you want to pay. So like your phone bill or your car bill. If you already get your housing paid for, you get your medical paid for, you get your dental paid for, you get your food paid for, what really are you spending your money on at the end of the day? Pretty much whatever you want. You don't have to spend it on anything else. You can pretty much use the money the way you want and invest if you want, or you can go out and go buy a car or go get a brand new cell phone or whatever you guys want to do. So some of the benefits when it comes to being an active duty Marine, the first thing I want to talk about is tuition assistance. So tuition assistance is while I'm enlisted in the Marine Corps and while I'm doing my Marine Corps job as active duty, I get free college. Right now I can go and apply for this program and I can get free college classes all throughout the year. I don't have to pay a single dime. I don't have to pay anything back. I just get free college while I'm enlisted in the Marine Corps. The post 9/11 GI Bill is for when I get out of the Marine Corps or when you're done with your Marine Corps career. You get 36 months of free tuition for any college that you qualified for. So let's say if I, right now, start my college education for free using tuition assistance, I get my associates, and when I get out, I use my post 9/11 GI Bill to build up on my degree, to get my bachelor's, or if I'm even at that point, like a master's in it. So pretty much I've gotten my full college degree already paid for and done through the Marine Corps, and I don't have to spend a single dime on it. VA loans. So when it comes to VA loans, we're talking about home loans. I'm pretty sure most of you guys aren't worried about buying a home yet, but later on in the future when you guys are, the VA loan makes it to where you get the best home loan compared to any bank, and you don't have to put any money down on it. But also it goes for the ones who want to start their own small business. For the students in the class who are thinking about starting their own small business and being entrepreneurs, there is a VA small business loan where you get the best interest rate for your small business. And instead of seeing money come back in 5 years, you see money come back in 2. I would like to go in depth about these loans. I know a lot about them, but that's more of something else you guys can ask me like one-on-one. Tuition, college, home and business loans. Okay, so going back to the reserve route, which was Anilau or Daniel. So for him, he still goes to boot camp. He still goes to combat schooling. He still goes to his job schooling, but afterwards he just comes back home. So after he's done with his job schooling and he's attached to his reserve base back here in the Bay Area, he literally comes home and he can pursue his full-time college career, or he can pursue doing like a good job at Tesla or having a good job at the Pepsi factory, whatever he really wants to do. The whole point of the reserves is that you're part-time Marine Corps so that you can still pursue your life out here and still have the aspect of being a Marine and going to Marine training when you want. All I ask of you is that 1 weekend out of the month that you actually go there and do your training, and then 2 weeks out of the summer is when you go do more training. So that's all it is. That's why in the schedule it says whatever you want until you're 1 weekend out of the month and you're 2 weeks out of the summertime. Really, the reserves is actually not a bad route for the guys who want to do full-time college. And it's really a good route for the ones who want to go into like the police department, or the ones who want to go into the sheriff's department. There's countless amount of sheriffs that we have here in the Hayward area and police officers we have here in Hayward area who are actually reserve Marines who use the training and the schooling they get from the Marine Corps to help them out when it comes to being a police officer back here in Hayward. So the reserves, the only thing or the only downside about the reserves is that you're not benefits. So you don't really get tuition assistance where you can take free college while you're in, and you don't really get to use the post 9/11 GI Bill. There is another thing they do get to use, which is called the Reserve Montgomery GI Bill. Getting paid. So in the reserves that you work out of the weekend once a month, you actually get paid for 4 days. You actually get active duty pay while you're at boot camp, while you're at combat training, and while you're at your schoolhouse too. So if you're part of the reserves while you're in boot camp, while you're at combat training, and while you're at your schooling, you're still getting paid that whole time. It's when you guys get back, is when you guys stop seeing the payments. Even for the reserves though, they still give the low cost. So that program a month, it's way better compared to any type of life insurance and medical insurance that you see back when it comes to like Kaiser, wherever else medical side or medical company you guys use. TRICARE covers everything. It's only $50 a month, so it's really cheap. And reemployment rights. So when it comes to being in the reserves, let's say you have to go do your training, even if you're going to boot camp, going to combat schooling, and going your job schooling, any company that you're with right now or a job that you're with right now, if you go to military training for that time and you're part of the reserves, once you come back, they have to give you your job back. So same goes for the Marine Corps. When they leave, their job is secured still, and when they get done with all their training, when they come back, they still have their job being a police officer or a sheriff or wherever it was back here. This is my point where I talk to you guys a little about my experience in the Marine Corps. For myself, as you guys know, my name is Sergeant Valenzuela. I wasn't born here in the Bay, really. I was actually born in Merced, California. The reason why I want to kind of explain my side of the story is you guys can kind of see how everything fit for me. And I can tell you guys personally my experience with everything. So born and raised in Merced, California, 17 years old, coming out of Merced High, class of 2015. I joined the Marine Corps fairly young at 17. I enlisted at 17. And I actually went to boot camp at 17. I was able to graduate boot camp while I was 17. So I became a Marine at the age of 17, and I pretty much got my whole basic training and my basic boot camp out of the way really early in my life. After that, I went to Camp Pendleton, California, where I did my combat training. And from there, they sent me to Fort Sill, Oklahoma, where I went to artillery school. My job in the Marine Corps is actually, I'm a fire direction control Marine, and I shoot artillery. So I shoot really big guns and I blow stuff up. And that's been my job for the last 5 years. The pictures below, you guys can kind of see some of the shoots that I've done. That's called the HIMARS. It's a giant truck that shoots rockets and blows things up. But that's basically what I did. The last 5 years, that was my job. That was my sole purpose. And I got paid the whole time I was doing it. So not only did I become a Marine, do something I was proud of, but I actually got to pursue a job that I really do love. And I got paid for it every single day. Every day I went to work, I really didn't feel like I was going to work. I was doing something that I really liked and I really enjoyed. Stationed at Camp Pendleton for the last 5 years, so that's over here in California by San Diego. Did 2 deployments to Okinawa, Japan. And if you guys see, it says deployments. In reality, I found them as vacations. I really just went to Okinawa, Japan. I really just got to experience the culture and eat different kinds of food. While I was in Okinawa, I got to visit Thailand, the UK, and I actually got to go to the Russian border for a little bit. For right now, I'm stationed here in the Bay Area, mostly in Hayward. I'm just a recruiter now. So that's my sole job, is to tell you guys information in front of you, see if the Marine Corps is something you guys want to do, and figure out if you're a good fit for the Marine Corps and if the Marine Corps is a good fit for you. Contact information, I'm probably going to drop this in the chat too when it comes to my cell phone number and everything. But if you look at the very bottom, that's myself, Sergeant Valenzuela. My information's on the right-hand side. The reason why I kind of put the photo there so you can see the other recruiters that I actually work with. So you have Gunner Sergeant Rivera, who works in Richmond, Staff Sergeant Khan, who works in like the Oakland, Berkeley area. Then you have Sergeant Drala, who works in Oakland. But the biggest thing is I really know I didn't have a lot of time with you guys because it's mostly during you guys' lunch. So how long do I have, like 5 minutes? Oh, like 5 minutes?
Let me see. The bell's gonna ring at 1:20 something. What time we got?
Oh, 1:20?
It's gonna ring at 12:52. And so you got about, I'd say maybe another 5-10.
All right, cool. So during this time, because the biggest thing is I can sit here and flap my gums all day, but I want to see what questions you guys have. So who here has any questions? And if you can, come to the camera so I can see. Anyone have any questions?
Any questions, guys?
Please ask them, please. If not, we're gonna sit here and just stare at each other. It's gonna be weird.
You guys have any questions?
Yeah, go.
All right. Go ahead.
Go over the Marine band career.
Again?
The Marine band career.
The Marine band career.
Yes, did you want more information on just like the basics of it, or did you want information on like the recruiter for it?
The basics.
Okay, so the basics. So if you are a band member and you want to be playing your instrument and you want that to be your job, that's great. And to be part of the Marine band, I'm going to tell you it is super competitive, like really competitive. You have to be playing on the college level. Basically, what happens first of all is I kind of sit down with you. I talk about the Marine Corps. I talk to see if you're even qualified for it. And we have to do like a little video. I kind of just record you. I kind of see how good you are playing your instrument. And I send it up to higher ups in the headquarters Marine Corps Command. They look at the video, and if you're really good, they come down here and they actually do their own interview with you, and they see if the Marine Corps band is something for you. But same thing with the active duty Marines. For the band, you still go to boot camp, you still go to combat training, but afterwards you actually go straight to whatever duty station you're placed at, and you just play your instrument for 4 years. During that time, I know a lot of band members out here actually right now who are on recruiting duty with me. And they said the whole time they were playing band, they really just pursued college at the same time. So they played their instrument, they got paid for it, they reaped all the benefits of having the free college, and it really just set them up for afterwards when they got out. We actually do have one recruiter here who is actually a band Marine, so he actually did that. He played the trombone for 4 years. So if anything, at the end of this, if you can give your contact info, your cell number to the teacher, Miss Maddie, I can actually put you in contact with them, and I can ask him to explain like his experience and everything to you. Yeah, what's up, other guy?
I have a question. Can you go over the Marine pilot career?
The Marine what?
Marine pilot.
So he's asking about the Marine pilot career.
So I get asked this question a lot. To be a Marine pilot, you know that you need a degree, right?
Yeah.
Because you have to be an officer in the Marine Corps. And for that, you need at least your bachelor's degree. The pilots, they go through a full, extensive, not just medical, but mental background check to make sure not only can you be qualified to be a pilot, but also to see if you'd be a good fit for the pilot program. Most of you guys here looking to be a pilot, what they usually do is they go through the reserve route. They pursue college full time. They get the basic training and everything at boot camp done. They come back here, they go to college full time. And when they do get their degree, they talk to the officer selection program. We do have one in Berkeley, for UC Berkeley, and they will go through the whole process when it comes to being a pilot. For myself, I've never experienced this. I'm really people like it. But the biggest thing is you need a bachelor's degree. And if you do need a bachelor's degree, how are you going to set yourself up to be a pilot in the Marine Corps right now if you're going to wait the 4 years to get your degree? So we always say, hey, go to the reserve route, become a reservist, get the training, start getting all the good mental aspects of being Marine in the very beginning. And then during that time, you're getting your bachelor's degree. And once you get your bachelor's, you go to the OSO program or the officer program. They show you how to be a pilot.
Cool. Awesome. Any other
Anybody else?
questions? Any questions? Sure. We got one more.
Yeah, go ahead.
He's coming over. All right. Come on over. All right, go ahead.
How can I join JROTC?
JROTC?
Yeah.
So for JROTC, do you mean like a high school program or do you mean like the college programs?
The high school program.
So we don't have a JROTC out here, like in the Bay Area at all. The only one that we do have, or not even us, the Air Force has one in De Anza up in Richmond. But for the Marine Corps, we really don't have a JROTC program out here. We do have the Pool E program. Now what the Pool E program is for the gentlemen or women who are looking to go into the Marine Corps. We make sure we do your mental testing and we do your medical testing. And then once you swear in, or you just like decide you want to be a Marine, you get your boot camp date. Boot camp, the time of your boot camp date, you become what's called a Pool E, and you join the Pool E program. And the Pooley program, what it is, basically you're doing work with me. I'm testing you mentally and physically, and I'm getting you ready for boot camp. So unfortunately, we don't have a JROTC, but if you are looking to be a Marine, if you are looking to go into boot camp, join. You become a full lead, you train with me, and I actually personally train you each and every single day. So yeah.
Thank you.
I'll send you the link. Awesome. Anyone else? No?
I timed that perfectly. That was really fast though. Oh, so bad.
Oh, no, you're good. Thank you so much. We really, really appreciate it. And I'll send you a list of the students who attended. And then if you could go ahead and put, I know your contact is on the slide, but if you could drop it in the chat, I'll copy and paste it into an email for all of them so they can have that just in their inbox later today.
Great.